This is how cutting out distractions made Maj $30,622.40 in 30 days. Now, let me save you some time here. If you want to make real progress, cut out all your distractions and focus on just one thing. That sounds almost too simple, right? But does it actually work? If you're like me, you probably need proof. So let's dig into why focusing on one thing works and how it helps someone make over $30,000 in a month. I want you to think for a second. Are you juggling multiple projects right now? Maybe you're working on a side hustle, a passion project, and a main business. If that sounds like you, I bet you didn't hit $1 million in profit last year, right? But here's the kicker. Each of those projects might have been the potential to bring in millions on their own. Now, I'm not saying this to tear you down. I'm saying it because I've been there. I made this exact mistake. Back in 2019, I kicked off my real estate investing journey with pure focus. And in 8 months, that focus got me my first $4,000 check. Not life-changing, but it was real progress. So here's where things got interesting and honestly, a little rough. After those first few wins, I went to a mastermind event. My mentor suggested I bring on a partner to help me scale my business. It sounded great in theory, and I partnered up with someone who had 20 plus years in corporate America experience, and we got together. But fast forward 3 months later, this is where things went south. I went from a small, focused team where we were closing 2 to 3 deals a month to having 15 employees and 0 deals. Instead of having just one assistant, I had 15 employees needing my attention. We went from focusing on one market to being spread across 20 different states. I was overwhelmed, stressed out, and we weren't making any money. Eventually, I had to make a tough call. I closed that company, I ended that partnership, and I went back to focusing on just one market and one strategy. That year, we did over $1 million in revenue and added $2.5 million to my holdings. Fast forward to August 2024. I met up with a good friend of mine, Maj, and right there over breakfast, I saw myself in him. He was overwhelmed, exhausted, trying to keep up with multiple businesses. I looked him in the eyes and I told him, cut everything except your cleaning business. It was his most consistent income stream, and he could scale it. He could finally get that breathing room that he needed. Now, let's be real. This wasn't the first time I had given him this advice, but face to face, something clicked. He realized if he didn't narrow his focus, he'd be stuck a year from now, stressed out, frustrated, and just another year older. Now, here's what happened next. Maj took my advice. He shut down his lending business. He shifted his attention away from his real estate and poured everything he had into his cleaning business. Within weeks, he landed 3 new commercial clients, and in just 30 days, that shift in focus brought him over $30,000. So, does focusing on one thing actually work? Absolutely. And I want you to try it yourself. Take a moment to list out every project you're currently working on. Rate each one based on 3 things. How much money is it making me? How much time does it take? And how much effort is required? Once you have this list, choose one thing to keep and eliminate the rest. I know it sounds brutal, but believe me, you'll thank yourself later. Look, I get it. This journey can be tough to navigate on your own. I help Maj identify where to focus and close those gaps. If you're a business owner with an opportunity vehicle that can generate at least $10,000 a month, I'd love to do the same to help you. If you're ready to break through that noise and focus on what will actually drive your success, head over to action.mindsetmarlin.com. Apply to work with me, and let's talk about your unique situation. I'm only bringing on 5 new clients this month. So if you're ready to level up, let's make it happen. Remember, your attention is your most valuable resource. Guard it well and use it wisely.